have a different type of sit down video. Before we jump into the video, I just want to make sure you guys are doing safe, all your family members are safe. I want to thank everybody for reaching out to me and asking me if everyone is good on my end, and we are. Also, make sure you like this video, go down below and leave a comment and subscribe. So today I'm gonna introduce to you, well, he's gonna introduce to you himself. If you want to start off.
Hi guys, Jamie. So my name is Jamie Radcliffe. Recently I started my YouTube channel. It's about investing, personal finance, and so on. That
will be linked below. Make sure you go and subscribe to him.
So today's just gonna ask me a couple of questions about my channel, what it is that I want to do, and so on. So as she said, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe.
All right, how about you tell us about your channel and what your goals are for your channel?
All right, so my channel, I started it in February. When I actually started it at first, it was for my swimming, because I just started to learn to swim. Now currently, because of the whole corona thing, we can't go swimming. The swimming pool is closed indefinitely. In March, I'm also an investor, so in March I was actually going over my investing portfolio, and I noticed that just March alone I lost like a third of my entire portfolio. So that's when I actually thought about doing investment videos to help everyone, because I almost panicked when I noticed that I lost 1/3 of my investment in like less than a month. So that's what happened for me.
And when you say 1/3 of your investment, like what do you mean, in like actual money, or yeah, can you explain that a little bit?
All right, now when you invest, for like me, I invest in stocks and so on. No, it's not actual money yet, but it can become actual money. So if I decide to sell, then it becomes actual money. You call it realized loss or realized gains. But if it stays there, then it will continue moving up and down. I'm not going to realize the loss. I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully it comes back up soon for me.
Hopefully. I have some other questions. So thank you for explaining that. Like I said, make sure you guys go over to Jamie's channel. The link will be down below. I'll try to leave one up here or up there somewhere. I'll try, but I make no promises. But it will definitely be down below in the description box. So if you see me on my phone, it's just the questions that I'm pulling up. So can you explain to us what an investment is? A lot of people might know the word, like, you know, investment this, investment that, but they don't actually know what an investment is.
Okay, what is an investment? All right, for me, I think of investment as anything that you put your money into where you can actually make a return. So even as an entrepreneur, I think of that as being an investment, because if you go ahead and let's say you buy sweets, for example, I know a lot of high school kids might buy sweets. When I was in high school, we did that too. So we bought sweets and we sold them. That is an investment. So it's anything that you put your money into and try to make a gain. So you try to make money from it, because everything you do, you want to get something out of it when you invest your money.
Okay, since you just answered that, just a little side question. Can you tell us what your favorite or what your best investment was?
Well, for me, my best investment is actually right now. Granted, we're in a little bit of downturn because I do car rentals. So that's my best investment to date. Well, we don't have any cars renting right now because everything is locked down.
Nobody to be going out using the cars. Yeah, have to stay at home. Right.
But yeah, that's been my best investment so far.
Okay, all right. So then let's move on to you giving us a couple pointers on what type of investments we should put our money into so we don't flop.
All right, well, in terms of that, there's really no foolproof investment. Anything you do, it can flop and it can win. So it all depends. Now, one of the things that I would say to anybody investing is you have to educate yourself. So whatever you're going to do, look into it. Because if you're going to invest in something and you don't know anything about it, then there is a higher chance for you to flop right there. So,
true.
and ensure that whosoever you're getting information from, they know what they're talking about.
That's true. Don't just give your money to anybody.
Read a book once, it says that if you're going to go into baking, I think it was The Richest Man in Babylon.
I've heard of that book.
Yeah. It says if you're going to go into an investment, don't open a bakery with a tiler. Find a baker.
That's true.
So always know who you're giving your money to in order to invest.
And since you say that, how can other than going to a firm, an investing firm, how can the everyday person buy a stock or get into that? If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Alright, well, in Jamaica, you have to go to a firm.
You have to.
You have to. Because
you can't do it by, you can't be your own trader, because I know you can.
Oh, in that, yes, you can, but the account has to be opened through a firm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so we have the Jamaica Stock Exchange in Jamaica.
Which was doing really well. I don't know the current status.
Yeah, it was the 5th best stock exchange for 2019, but currently with everything, it's like taking a nosedive like everybody else. But yeah, you can't just go down there and buy a stock. You have to have a firm or a broker. Then once you go through a broker, then you can open your account and so on. Now, a lot of the major financial institutions have brokerage arms, so you can actually go to them and have them open your accounts. And a lot of them actually have online trading.
Yeah.
It's not as advanced as in the US, where you can just buy it and sell it like every day. It takes 2 days to clear for most of them. Yes.
Really?
So
Jamaica need to follow up on the modern day trend.
Well, it's a work in progress. It used to be 3 days, so I think they kind of
1 day.
they're working to it now. Yeah, man. So that's what they do.
Okay. All right, wait. Let me find another question. I just hit you with 4 back-to-back questions. Seen on Instagram a lot of people talking about, what is it, Forex?
Forex.
Can you explain that? Because if I see it, I know some of you might see it as well. Some of your friends posting like all these green numbers, and then you see some red numbers, and then they post some chart. Like, can you explain Forex or FX or?
All right. Me personally, not a pro at Forex. I just have like a basic understanding of it. I plan to do a video though, because I have a friend that actually day trades, so I'm going to do a video on that soon. But the thing with Forex is basically watching, well, for this, it's not done in Jamaica. Normally you have to get like a platform that's overseas to do it, so you have to know the different platforms. When I do in my video, I'm going to get all that information, but from what I understand so far, what you have to do is you basically make a bet. Normally it's leveraged, meaning that if it moves, you continue losing money. So you will continue losing money until you have nothing in your account, because of the fact that it's leverage. Leverage means that you're borrowing someone's money to make the trade. So it will continue charging you if you're losing, and then it will add money once you start to win. Because when you're doing a Forex trade, you can invest with like, you don't have to put a lot of money into it.
Yeah, see, some people put like 100 US.
Yes.
50.
Yeah.
It just depends on what they're buying, right? Or what they're betting on.
Yeah, and when you look at the grand scheme of things, that's really a drop in the bucket for the whole thing. So that's why it's leverage. So when you put your money there, pretty much add to it. So that's why you continue losing or winning over time. So what it does is it raises the price that whatever
you
betting on. So you would have like, let's say the US to pound. So you're going to bet that the US is going to get stronger than the pound. That's how you're going to win. Now, if the pound gets stronger, then you start to lose.
Oh, so is it like poker? Or like, I don't know. You know, those games where you have to like, I don't know if you know this game, but it's called BS. I think there's another name for it in different countries. But like, you have to say, okay, you have a 4 in your hand. And if they do have a 4, then you lose. But if they don't have a 4, then you win.
I know that game. Well, not exactly. You just basically, all right. When I say bet, it's not that you're, because what happens is that it will move up, but it moves up based on the entire market. Now, you're going to say that, all right, based on where you see the market right now, you think it's going to go up or you think it's going to go down. So that's why I say it's a bet.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you have big companies like Goldman Sachs, these JP Morgan companies, these huge companies.
Old oil, old money, old railroad type companies.
And you have pension funds. They can actually decide that, hey, you know what? I'm going to move the pound up or move the US up, because they have that type of money to just dump in it and move it. We're talking about trillions of dollars here, you know. So you just looking at it now, based on the data that you have, you think that right now it's poised for a dip, so you can bet against it. So that's how it actually works. So when you bet against it or you do your forex trade against it, if it goes down, then you win. If it goes up, you lose. But it all depends on the way that the market is moving at that point in time.
Understandable.
But more info once I get to my day trader friend. Send that video out to you guys.
Yes, and I'll let you guys know when he does upload the video. So another question that I have is for people who are looking into buying stocks or like funds, any of those type of things, what do you recommend? Like, what are your top 3 ones in Jamaica that people should look out for?
All right, well, these stocks are basically stocks that I like. No, one of the things is, you know, when you're investing, it all depends on what your portfolio is. So even though I like them right now, it's not something that may be good for your portfolio. So to be honest, I wouldn't even say buy them. You have to check it out, see if it's good for you. Now, for the past couple of weeks, what I have been looking into is companies in the tourism industry and like pharmaceuticals and so on.
Definitely pharmaceuticals now, but tourism like, people are using their savings to live through these months, so
yes.
But that's why you have to do your research.
Yes, but when I look at it right now, tourism, every company in tourist flat.
So if you had it before, then you could have said this is gonna go down and bet on that for Forex wise, and then make money.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yes. So, cause I remember the other day I was looking at the stock for Carnival, the cruise line. Well, we all know Carnival is one that has been spreading it through the Caribbean. Their stock before the whole Corona thing was like, I think it was at $52 at one point. When you look at it in March, it's at $8. So if you had Carnival when it was at $52, you're losing right now too. You lose a whole heap of money. So if you sell now, that's when you actually realize you lost. So that's when you actually lose.
Okay.
So for me, I think getting Carnival now would be probably a good idea, because if I get it now, and
it's gonna go up. It's going to go up. People love cruise. Yeah. Give it a year and a half. People are still gonna.
But year and a half, 2. People soon start traveling again.
Yeah.
And they are going to go on these cruises, even the airlines. If you look at airline stock right now, everything down. But people have to travel at some point, you know.
That's true.
They have to travel at some point. So these are the ones that you need to look for, where right now taking a big beating. So once you're taking a big beating, you look for them, you try to see where it is, because you can look at where the prices were and then where the prices are now, and then based on the research that you do, you can see if these are good companies. Now, for me personally, I know Carnival probably will never shut down. Like an American Airlines, a JetBlue, they're not going to close down. They're going to always be there.
That's true. Yeah.
And if a lot of them closing down, they might even get bailouts.
Yeah, government's already putting stuff like that into place, so they're fine. Even with the tourism industry, they're getting some bailouts as well.
A lot of them getting bailouts right
So
now.
let's switch the gears a little bit. Remember, if you have any questions regarding investments and swimming, you can always go over to Jamie's channel. He'll have much more in-depth videos on all the topics we touched on. But we're gonna ask Jamie why investments? Why? Like, why?
I just love investments.
Yeah.
For me, when I wake in the morning, the first thing I do, I open all of my investments. I check where they have moved. I check the prices. I see what they're selling for right now.
So do you wake up at 3 in the morning when the stock market opens?
No, because right now, to be honest, my stocks that on the New York Stock Exchange and so on, I don't even look at those, you know. Don't even look at those because everybody losing right now, so I just can't take that kind of negativity right now. Yeah, so I leave those. So I normally use the Jamaica Stock Exchange. They start trading at like about 9 or 9:30 in the morning. So by 10 o'clock you can see the current data. And you can see the data for the day before. You can pull anything you want. So for me, I go on it. I want to see who released their financials recently, what the directors are buying. So I like to see what directors are buying because they're the ones that are privy to a lot of information about companies and such. So I want to see what they're buying, if they're selling, because if you see a director buying up a whole heap of stock in a company, then you know that they think their company that they're doing right now is on a good path. So I normally look on that too. So that's why
smart.
Every morning I check it, see where it is.
That's smart. So it's always just about keeping yourself updated, and like he said, he just loves it. It's the first thing he does in the morning. So is there anything that you can recommend to people to read to get up to date about stocks or investments in general? Or any small YouTube videos that you find very interesting that you go and check upon to get informed? Alright.
For me, normally I follow this guy called Graham Stephan. I also follow a Minority Mindset. So these are ones that I find to actually, and I also follow one called Ali's World of Stock.
And that's on Instagram?
No, that's on YouTube.
On YouTube? Ali's World.
Yeah. But the thing is, a lot of them really and truly are for the American market.
Yeah.
So unless you're going over to the American market, it wouldn't really make sense for some persons. But there is some information that you can relate here.
Yeah.
But just not a lot. But for me, like I like to invest even overseas, it makes sense for me.
Okay. So for the Jamaican market now, you have to stick with Jamie. He'll be updating you on everything that you need to know from the ground all the way to the top floor.
That's what I hope to do.
Alright, thank you so much for answering the small questions that I have. If you have anything that you want to throw out now, make sure you guys go over to his channel and subscribe and like all of his videos. Anything you want to tell the people before you head out?
Well, I upload videos every Wednesday on investing. So you can stay tuned. What I'll try to do is try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm basically going to try and go from where I started, in a sense. So I didn't know a lot of these things until I started reading all investing documents and so on. So I'm going to try to keep it pretty simple, because I even know some of them actually kind of go over my head. When you look at the jargon and so on, it's just because I kind of understand the overlying thing where I can say, okay, this is what they're talking about. So I'm going to try and keep it pretty simple. So every Wednesday, I'll be uploading a investing video.
You heard it from him. So if he misses a Wednesday, make sure to go spam his comments, make sure to go spam the inbox and ask him where the next video is. I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for watching, for always coming back. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and stay safe. Bye.
Bye guys.